Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in, like you're somehow different from those around you? Do you find yourself questioning the status quo and feeling a deep pull towards something more meaningful? If so, you may be a beacon in the shadows, one of the chosen ones who are here to light the way for others. Being a beacon in the shadows means that you have a special purpose, a calling that sets you apart from the crowd. It means that you are a shining light in a world that can sometimes feel dark and confusing. But how do you know if you are truly a beacon? There are 7 key signs to look out for. The first sign of being a beacon is having a heightened intuition. Beacons often have a strong inner knowing, a gut feeling that guides them through life's challenges and decisions. This intuition comes from a deep spiritual connection, a link to something greater than ourselves. When you trust your intuition, you are tapping into a powerful source of wisdom and guidance. For example, you may have had moments where you just knew something was right or wrong, even if you couldn't explain why. Or perhaps you've made a major life decision based on a strong feeling in your heart, even if it didn't make sense logically. These are signs that your intuition is highly developed and that you are connected to a higher purpose. The second sign of being a beacon is having an empathic nature. Beacons are often highly attuned to the emotions and energy of those around them. They can easily pick up on the feelings of others, sometimes even before that person is aware of them. This empathic ability can be both a blessing and a challenge. On the one hand, being an empath allows you to connect deeply with others and offer them support and understanding. You may find that people naturally open up to you and share their struggles, even if they barely know you. This is because they sense your compassionate and non-judgmental nature. On the other hand, being an empath can also be overwhelming at times. You may find yourself taking on the emotions of others, feeling drained or anxious in large crowds, or needing plenty of alone time to recharge. It's important for beacons to learn how to set healthy boundaries and practice self-care to avoid burnout. The third sign of being a beacon is a strong desire for solitude. Beacons often need plenty of time alone to recharge their batteries and process their experiences. They may find that they are more productive or creative when they have uninterrupted time to themselves. This need for solitude can sometimes be misunderstood by others who may see it as antisocial or even selfish. But for beacons, solitude is essential for their spiritual growth and well-being. It allows them to connect with their inner selves, reflect on their experiences, and receive guidance from their intuition. If you find that you crave alone time and feel most at peace when you are in nature or in a quiet space, this may be a sign that you are a beacon. It's important to honor this need and carve out time for yourself, even if it means saying no to social invitations or setting boundaries with loved ones. The fourth sign of being a beacon is a strong attraction to the unconventional. Beacons often find themselves drawn to ideas, people, and experiences that are outside the mainstream. They may question traditional beliefs and societal norms, seeking a deeper truth that resonates with their soul. This attraction to the unconventional can manifest in many ways. You may find yourself drawn to alternative healing modalities, spiritual practices, or creative pursuits. You may be interested in exploring different cultures and ways of life, or in studying subjects that are off the beaten path. This desire for the unconventional stems from a deep yearning for authenticity and meaning. Beacons are not content with simply accepting things as they are. They want to understand the deeper truths behind the veil of illusion. They are willing to take risks and step outside their comfort zones in order to grow and evolve. The fifth sign of being a beacon is experiencing frequent synchronicities and signs. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that seem to defy explanation, like thinking of someone and then running into them unexpectedly, or seeing the same number sequence repeatedly. Beacons often experience these synchronicities and signs as messages from the universe, guiding them towards their highest path and purpose. They may find that they receive answers to their questions through dreams, meditations, or seemingly random encounters with strangers. For example, you may be struggling with a decision and then see a billboard with a message that speaks directly to your situation. Or you may be thinking about a loved one and then find a feather on your path, a sign that they are watching over you from the other side. These synchronicities and signs can be easy to dismiss as mere coincidences, but for beacons, they are powerful reminders that they are on the right track. They serve as encouragement to keep following their intuition and trusting in the journey, even when the path is unclear. The sixth sign of being a beacon is having a natural healing presence. Beacons often have a soothing and uplifting effect on those around them, even without trying. People may feel drawn to them for comfort, guidance, or simply to bask in their calming energy. This healing presence can manifest in many ways. You may find that people often confide in you or seek your advice, even if you're not a trained therapist or counselor. You may have a talent for putting others at ease and helping them see things from a new perspective. You may also find that you are drawn to healing professions or practices such as medicine, psychology, or energy work. This is because your natural healing abilities are seeking an outlet and a way to be of service to others. It's important for beacons to remember that they are not responsible for fixing or saving others. Their role is simply to be a conduit for healing energy and to hold space for others to find their own way. This means learning to set healthy boundaries and practicing self-care so that they don't become drained or overwhelmed by the needs of others. The seventh and final sign of being a beacon is experiencing spiritual awakenings and dark nights of the soul. These are profound and often challenging experiences that mark a significant shift in consciousness and a deepening of one's spiritual path. A spiritual awakening is a sudden and often intense realization of the interconnectedness of all things. It can feel like a veil has been lifted, revealing a deeper reality that was previously hidden. This awakening can be triggered by a life-changing event, such as a near-death experience or a profound meditation, or it can happen gradually over time. A dark night of the soul, on the other hand, is a period of intense inner turmoil and transformation. It can feel like everything you once believed in is crumbling away, leaving you feeling lost and alone. This is a necessary part of the spiritual journey, as it allows you to shed old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you, making way for a new and more authentic way of being. For beacons, these experiences can be particularly intense and challenging. They may find themselves questioning everything they once believed in, or feeling a deep sense of longing for something they can't quite name. They may struggle with feelings of isolation or despair as they navigate this inner landscape. But these experiences are also incredibly transformative and ultimately lead to a greater sense of purpose and connection. They are a sign that you are shedding the old and making way for the new, and that you are being called to a higher level of consciousness and service. If you have experienced a spiritual awakening or dark night of the soul, know that you are not alone. These are common experiences for beacons, and they are a sign that you are on the right path. Trust in the journey and know that you are being guided towards your highest good. So if you resonate with any of these 7 signs, know that you are a beacon in the shadows. You have a special role to play in this world, and your light is needed now more than ever. But remember, being a beacon isn't always easy. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It's important to take care of yourself on this journey, to surround yourself with supportive people who understand and appreciate your gifts. And most importantly, trust in yourself and your own inner guidance. You have everything you need within you to fulfill your purpose and make a positive impact on the world. So take a deep breath and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Your light is shining bright, even in the darkest of times. Keep following your heart and trust that the universe has your back. You are a beacon in the shadows, and your journey is just beginning.